Hi, this is Dan Lawson with the Alliance for American Manufacturing. I'm out here in Rumford, Maine today. Ron, could you tell me a little bit about your work experience, who you are, how long have you been at the mill?
Yeah, hi Dan. My name's Ron Hemmingway. I've been at the Rumford Mill for about 34 years now. I've done a lot of work through the years for the local union, and I work in the E&I shop. I do electrical and instrumentation work, and I've been doing work for the local from various things like president down through steward and trustee and many other offices, helping people for about 25 years now. So I've been involved with a lot of members and workers in the mill, and I understand what a lot of people go through.
Ron, what have you seen the impact of the lack of orders in the recent years?
Well, in the last few years, we've had layoffs that we haven't seen like this in many, many years. We've had people lose their job, leave the mill. Some of those people have been out for nearly a year. And while they're out, they have to try to find other work. Some of them were having a lot of difficulty paying their mortgage. They didn't know what they were going to do about health insurance. The mill provides a decent health insurance for us. When you leave the mill, they're not going to keep paying for it. You have to find a way to pay for it yourself. And it's very difficult to pay for that when they go on unemployment. Unemployment only lasts about a year, and within that year's time, you have to find something else to do, because you're not going to be able to afford health insurance without a decent paying job. The communities that they lived in felt a lack of participation in community affairs, in fundraisers. The school systems have been hurt. Just even in the short term, people couldn't attend the functions that they normally would at the schools, and people couldn't participate in the government, the town government, the way they normally would, and help out with community affairs because they were all busy looking for work. A lot of people had to leave town and find other places where they could find a job. And during an economic downturn, it's very difficult to find a job anywhere else. This is like a one-horse town. If you don't have a job in this town already working in this mill, chances are you don't have the skills for another job here, and you're going to have to leave your community, leave your family, and go find work somewhere else.
Now, Ron, what would be the impact on the town if this mill was to have a real extended downtime with everyone laid off, or even possibly shutting down altogether?
Oh, geez, it'd be devastating. The first thing that would happen is many people would have to leave town. There wouldn't be any other work here. It's the only major employer in this area. So people would leave town at first, probably just the wage earner that lost their job in this mill. And then as they started finding work away, they would send for their families, and the families would leave town. It would erode the tax base in town, and as the tax base gets eroded, then the school department suffers even more than what they're already suffering now. In our state, the tax base has already been hurt, and school funding is down as it is from the state. So now you put more pressure onto the community level in the towns, and now that support from the people working in this area would also go even lower. So the schools would be devastated as well. They wouldn't be able to participate in some of their extracurricular activities. They wouldn't be able to offer as many programs, wouldn't be able to afford to have the quality teachers we do now, and everything there would go downhill. Also, other things, I mean, everybody that works in this mill, we spend a lot of money in the towns we live in, so we help support our hospital, the doctors, the lawyers that live in this area. A lot of the places that they get their finances from would be from people like us that go to hire them to do some jobs for us. The local car dealer, everybody around here, the dentist, and the hair salons in town. A lot of what goes on in this mill, it affects everybody in the community around us. And our employees in this mill, they probably live in surrounding communities of about 12 or 14 major communities. Every one of those communities would be impacted, and everybody would feel the crunch, and people would ultimately have to start moving away, which puts even more pressure on the people that are left.
So you're saying that there would be an incredible ripple effect throughout the whole area, the whole county?
Yes, it'd be felt through the entire county, and some of our people even work in the county next to ours.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, Ron. Thanks.